Hello and welcome there. This is the second half of Chapter 6. A much more smooth run. The beginning has a ballista pointed right at your face. This is kind of hilariously pragmatic. It's just like, oh hey guys, ballista in your face. The enemies now have regular cavaliers, and while that sounds intimidating, they're really quite weak. Mounted units just seem to be kind of meh in this game in general, until they become like paladins. Although if you give Volug a straight shot, the ballista, you can pretty much take the guy out. If your Leonardo's way better than mine, you might actually find some usability for this ballista. It can shoot to the left. Usually you want to divide your guys into two teams. I usually have Tornio go to the left because he can get to the boss really easy, and he kills the boss really easily because the boss actually aggroes and goes for the nearest guy. Just clean up the little mess you've got at the beginning and you should be good. There's two Lance Cavaliers to the right near the bridge. They're not too powerful. Oh, actually, wait, it's a Lance Cavalier and a Axe Cavalier. My bad. Zayat could just easily take care of this guy. Although he takes a hit when he shouldn't have, but, you know, things happen. And since Laura's gone, we're going to have to rely on, you know, traditional heals or Micaiah's items. Now this group of green units up here is led by Fiona, quite possibly the lamest Cavalier in Fire Emblem history. Her design's cool, and like her actual character's cool, but I wish she had the stats to match it. There's really no benefit to using her in the long term or even the short term. She'll see at least one decent use, but that would be way later in the game, and not even because of like what type of unit she is or anything. Her innate skill is Savior, which is a really good skill. It makes it so you can rescue someone at no cost. These guys decided attacking Volug's a good idea, and I don't know why they decided that was a smart idea, but whatever. The left side is a huge influx of Cavaliers, so you need someone really strong if you're going to have someone stand with Tornio. Also, all these guys are, they have villagers, because, well, the enemy boss is going to use them as blackmail for Micaiah, so they wouldn't advance further, and, well, Fiona kind of turned on them, so kind of disrupted their ranks a bit. You want to clear the way because if Fiona dies, I believe it is a game over, or if all the villagers die, I think it's a game over, but not 100% sure on that. It's been a long time since it's actually happened to me. Thankfully our Nolan is good enough, and I totally forgot our wind edge wasn't there. Nolan should be good enough to deal with these guys, and then, you know, Tornio can just two-shot any of them, or one-shot in some cases, especially with the silver, but we don't want him using the silver. Now see, I'd trust those dodge rates if Zyre didn't just get hit by a 47, so we want to keep Edward in range, even if he's like not going to do too much, although that probably is going to change. The Murado Knights are pretty sucky, let's be honest here, and since they're carrying people, they're even suckier. It's not good. We just utterly defied the weapon triangle and got a red gem for our troubles. We defied it again, because Nolan is just that good. Hopefully his level up reflects this. And it does. Thankfully he's getting more tanky. Nolan's on the curb stomp roll. Now the lances are after him. It'd be funny if the lances start doing like way more than the swords ever did. And there you have it, a guy with way too heavy of a lance. I believe that guy uses a steel. Also, another thing with these Cavaliers is they all have, of course, Canto, so they can all like hit and run you. It's kind of annoying because you have to have someone who's sturdy enough to withstand at least 3 or 4 hits. Because they all make sure they can, you know, move out of the way. But Nolan, you did your job. You guys aren't doing your job. Because you're not even carrying somebody. Get out of the way. At least you have items. Goodness sakes. These guys are sitting ducks. Why are you attacking? You idiot. Just focus on getting out. But they also clogged our way up, so that's kind of annoying. At least Vola can get through and double a freaking Myrmidon. Something you don't see very often in an early game. Get out of my way, guys! While you can talk to Fiona, she doesn't actually join you in this map, if I recall correctly. She joins you regardless because I didn't talk to her, I don't believe, because Micaiah has to talk to her just for a little bit, piece of dialogue. Tornio's just like, oh, ho-hum, smack. The Brolan has to, you know, heal up, so... Oh, if only we could do one more point of damage. Wait a second, I've got a brilliant idea. I've got a brilliant idea that I don't actually do for a couple seconds here. Leonardo can do a grand total of 1 damage. MVP! MVP! The MVP, ladies and gentlemen, is Leonardo da Vinci. Give it up for 1 damage, bro. And a clutch dodge makes it so Edward can actually, you know, stand there. Because that was still risky, all things considered. A good weapon level up ensures that he's at A now. Nolan's at A as well. Yeah, see, we don't really need the arm scrolls, although you might want to give discipline to Volug if you want to use him long term, because, you know, Lagu's weapon ranks mean a lot more than human weapon ranks in the long run. And these guys are getting curb stomped. They really need to get out of here. Pair of fire mages. And Leonardo does a clutch dodge. And yeah, Edward's just proving himself right now. It's just like, hiya, I got you now, punk. Okay, good. They're all getting to safety. Except this guy, who's kind of an idiot. Although why the guys who don't have people aren't staying back to protect that one guy is questionable at best. These fire mages both have L-Fire, which actually can do significant damage to Volug. As much as Volug can stomp everything here, he needs to make sure he can live first. And Jill doesn't want... Yeah, you know, the funny thing is I moved Jill out of the way of a bow when I didn't have to. It's just like, it was coming off of frickin' FE3. So, it's just like... And now we're going to have Tornio just charge to the left. Everyone else can just stay here. Because it's a bit dangerous for them to be in ballista range and to deal with not Myrmidons, freaking Cavaliers up there. Now Soth can get some more action in. Because that's all we need is more Soth experience, right? Oh wow, you got totally pwned there, dude. No, not the old man. Worst loss in Ironmans. We just lost random old man. See, while the ballista might not be super threatening, it still does a good chunk of our weaker units' HP. So we want to stay out of the way of that. And now all these guys are safe, and now there's the reinforcements, but we will be ending it this turn. Tornado, go meet your destiny. Javelin them. Hoya! You don't have to worry about this side at all. We can just charge back. We've done our job, guys. We've done it, gang. Let's split up, no. Wait, we did, didn't we? Meanwhile, Micaiah can just fanny someone to death because, lol, horses. Hiya! Aaron can stab things, good. Now we have to deal with these mages. While Volug will get hit super hard by one, as long as there's not two to deal with, he's fine. Just having both of them near each other is kind of dangerous on enemy phase. See, look at that. 24 damage. And he tanked it. I forget if the other mage was even stronger around the same power, because either way, that would have been bad. Thumbs up for Tornado solo, bros. Taurobro. Gotta be like all olay. That was bad, but anyways. Yeah, these guys don't pose like almost any threat to Tornado. There can be a few people who peck him for like, what, 4 damage at a time? But other than that, it's just like, get out of here, rookie. Tornado's design's always been like one of the coolest to me. He's like the opposite of the Black Knight. He's like the Silver Knight. He's a really chill dude too. He has some really good supports in FE9 as well, especially like with Rolf. Surprisingly, you wouldn't think those two would talk, but the intergenerational like friendship is just like intergenerational. Is that it? No? The very generation skipped talk. But here's the funny thing: the boss does have a 2-range weapon, but everyone's surrounding Tornado, so he's gonna have to go to the front. But Tornado's got a silver lance, so yeah, get wrecked. And with that, Chapter 6 is done. I'm much better clear of the second chapter than the first. So, I'll see you next time when we take on Chapter 7. Till then.